Good morning, students. Myself, Deepika Singh, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, BBD University, Lucknow. Today, I will discuss about the topic Quality Control Test in Process and Finished Product Test. Introduction. In process, quality control is concerned with providing accurate, specific and definite description of the procedures to be employed from the receipt of raw materials to the release of the finished dosage form. In process, quality control tests are performed at regular interval, generally each 1 hour later. These tests varied from dosage form to dosage form. In process, quality control procedures are generally quick, simple and rapid tests are inspections that carried out ongoing manufacturing. In continuation, in process quality control is a planned system to identify the materials, equipment, process and operators. Quality is a result of the intelligent effort, not an accident. It is used for the monitoring and improve effectively the whole applied process in the every stage of the finished pharmaceutical product by according to the standard operating procedure. Importance of in-process quality control is to carry out complete testing before, after and during the manufacturing process is completed for the process. All pharmaceutical industries aims to make product with good quality product, so this can be done by the allowing in-process quality control approaches. Why in-process quality control test is essential? Because for the detection of the errors, to minimize the human errors, should detect any abnormality immediately and at the same time indicate the kind of action needed to correct the problem. IPQC test is provide accurate, specific and definite description of the procedure to be employed and to enforce the flow of manufacturing and packaging operation according to established route and practice. Objective of in-process quality control test is to optimize the whole applied technological procedure for the inspection of the raw materials, equipment, environment, process, testing with respect to specification, packaging and so on, for the monitor, control and improve effectively the whole applied operation at every stage of the finished pharmaceutical product, and it is necessary for the quality control and process control. Components of in-process quality control test. First is the physical and chemical test, which include identity test, quality test, purity test and potency test. And second is biological and microbiological test. Physical and chemical test. First is the identity test. These tests are qualitative chemical methods which are used to confirm the actual presence of the compound, for example color formation and precipitation. Second is quality test. These tests are physical methods which are used to measure accurate the characteristic property of drug, for example absorbance and refractive index. And the third one is the purity test. It is designed to estimate the level of all known and significant impurities and contamination in the drug substances. For example, test for clarity of solution like acidity, alkalinity. Potency test and biological test. Potency test always estimate the quality of an active ingredient in drug, and biological test it include macro and microbiological way and test for safety, toxicity, pyrogenicity, sterility, antiseptic activities and antimicrobial preservative effectiveness test. Biological test of drug can be qualitative or quantitative in nature, and it involves the animal preparation isolated by the living tissue. In process quality control before, after and during manufacturing. At sampling stage, planning of sampling should be done as per the standard operating procedure and which describe the sampling method. Sufficient quantity of samples should be collected for the analysis of drug. At manufacturing stage, weighing or measuring of the active pharmaceutical ingredients, excipients, diluent or vehicle should be done under the suitable conditions which do not affect their conformity of use. Appropriate and calibrated equipment or instruments should be used for the purpose of manufacturing stage. In process test stage, in process test should be performed on the sampled material. The quality control department will be responsible for the testing. Samples are tested by quality control personnel to verify conformation with specification with the acceptable limit. IPQC and FPQC for tablets. First is the size and shape. It can be dimensionally described and controlled. The thickness of a tablet is only variable. Tablet thickness can be measured by the micrometer or by other device. Tablet thickness should be controlled within a plus minus 5% variation of the standard value. Color and order. Many pharmaceutical tablets use color as a vital means of the rapid identification and consumer acceptance, but it must be uniform within a single tablet from tablet to tablet and from lot to lot or batch to batch. The presence of an order in a batch of tablets could indicate a stability problem, that is the characteristic order of acetic acid in degrading aspirin tablet or could be characteristic of a drug. Example, vitamins have a characteristic order. Test is important in consumer acceptance of the chewable tablet. For coloring the tablet or their color is improved by the coating solution in appropriate amount of the dye or lake pigment in the coating solution. If the uneven or non-uniform spreading of the coating solution is done on the tablet, then there are different types of the defect or coating defect is perceived or observed on the tablet. Thickness test. Tablet thickness is determined by the diameter of the tablet. Micrometer and vernier caliper are used for checking tablet thickness. Thickness should be controlled within plus minus 5% variation of the standard value. Thickness must be controlled for consumer acceptance of the product and to facilitate packaging. There are some factors which affecting thickness like size and size distribution, compression force. There are some equipments which are used for the testing like micrometer, vernier caliper. Micrometer put the tablet between two anvils and read its thickness by scale. It is measured in micrometer. Then vernier caliper, here tablet is put between two jaw of the vernier caliper and measure thickness of the tablet by reading scale. It is measured in centimeter. As per official standard, tablet thickness variation allotted up to plus minus 5% of the standard value. Unique identification marking. Pharmaceutical companies often use some type of unique marking on tablet in addition to color. For rapid identification of their product, these marking utilize some form of the embossing, engraving or printing of the company name or symbol or a product code. Moisture content of granules. Granules should possess sufficient strength to withstand normal handling and mixing process without breaking down and producing large amount of the fine powder. On the other hand, some size reduction during compaction into tablets is desirable to expose the area of the clean surface necessary for optimum bonding to take place. So, moisture content is the very important factor for producing good pharmaceutical product. Hardness test. This test is also known as crushing strength test. Tablets require a certain amount of strength or hardness to withstand mechanical shock of handling in manufacture, packaging and shipping. Tablet hardness has been defined as the force required to break a tablet in a diametric compression test. There are some factors which are affecting the hardness like concentration of the binder, moisture content and compression force. There are some equipment which are used for the measurement of hardness like Monsanto hardness tester, Pfizer hardness tester, Strong Cobb hardness tester and Irveka hardness tester. Out of the above equipment, Monsanto hardness tester and Pfizer are commonly used to determine the hardness of the tablet. First is the Monsanto hardness tester. Here, tablet is put between the moving jaw and fixed jaw. Moving jaw is moved and pressure is applied on the tablet by means of the screw knob. The point where tablet get break down, it is recorded by the means of the scale. The hardness is measured in kg per centimeter square. Then Pfizer hardness tester. The Pfizer tester compresses tablet between a holding anvil and a piston connected to a force reading gauge when its pillar-like handles are gripped. The point where tablet gets weighed down, it is noted by the reading gauge. There are some official standards for the hardness. 5 to 8 kg per centimeter square for the standard compressed tablet except effervescent tablet, dispersible tablet, RDO dispersal tablet and chewable tablet etc. and more than 8 to 12 kg per centimeter square for sustained release tablet and controlled release tablet. Uniformity of content. A physically sound tablet may not produce the desired effect. To evaluate a tablet potential for efficacy, the amount of drug per tablet needs to be monitored from tablet to tablet and batch to batch. For this test, according to BP, using a suitable analytical method which determine the individual content of the active substance of 10 tablets taken at random. The tablet compiles with the test according to BP if each individual content is between 85% and 115% of the average content. The tablet fails to comply with the test if more than one individual content is outside the desired limit, or if one individual content is outside the limits of 75% to 125% of the average content. If one individual content is outside the limit of 85% to 115% but within the limit of 75% to 125%, determine the individual contents of the another 20 tablets are taken at random. The tablet compiles with the test if not more than one of the individual contents of the 30 tablet is outside 85% to 115% of the average content and none is the outside the limit of 75% to 125% of the average content. Weight variation test. According to the USP, weight variation test is run by weighing 20 tablets individually, calculating the average weight and comparing the individual tablet weights to the average. The value of the weight variation test is expressed in percentage. The following formula is used. Weight variation equal to IW minus AW upon AW into 100%, where IW equal to individual weight, AW equal to average weight. There are some factors which are responsible for the weight variation like flow property and degree of the segregation. If we are using 20 tablets, then according to USP, not more than 2 tablets show percentage weight variation, and if we are taking 10 tablets, then according to USP, not more than 1 tablet show this percentage of the weight variation. Friability test. Friability is the phenomena where the surface of the tablet is damaged or shown a site of the damage due to mechanical shock. What is the purpose behind the friability test? To evaluate the ability of the tablets to withstand the breakage during the transportation and handling. Friability testing is a method which is employed to determine physical strength of uncoated tablet upon exposure to mechanical shock and attrition. In simple words, friability test tells how much mechanical stress tablets are able to withstand during their manufacturing process, distribution process and handling process by the customer. It means surface erosion by certain mechanical shock and loss of the material from the intact tablet. Friability of a tablet can be determined in laboratory by Roche fibrillator. What is the procedure for the measurement of the friability? Take 20 tablets and take initial weight of it and put it into fibrillator. Now rotate the drum at 25 rpm per minute or 100 rpm for 4 minutes. During this, tablet gets dropped on the plastic from 6 inches. It will pass through the mechanical shock. After 4 minutes, calculate the final weight of the tablets and that of percentage friability. Percentage friability can be calculated by the following formula like percentage friability equal to W1 minus W2 upon W1 into 100, where W1 equal to weight of the tablet before testing and W2 equal to weight of the tablet after testing. There are some standard for the friability, that means percentage friability should be up to 0.5% to 1% for all standard compressed tablet. For effervescent, chewable, audio dispersible tablet, percentage friability should be greater than 1%. As stated by USP, if conventional compressed tablet that lost less than 0.5% to 1% after 100 revolutions of their weight are generally considered as acceptable. Disintegration test. It is time required for the tablet to break into particles. The disintegration test is a measure only of the time required under a given set of the conditions for a group of tablets to disintegrate into particles. The end point of the test, that is the complete disintegration, is achieved when no tablet fragment remains on the screen. The preparation compiles with the test if the time to reach this end point is below given limit, that is the less than 30 minutes for uncoated immediate release tablets, but varying from 2 minutes for nitroglycerin sublingual tablets to up to 4 hours for the buccal tablets. If 1 or 2 tablets fail to disintegrate, repeat test on 12 additional tablets At least 16 of the 18 tested tablets should pass the test. For the measurement of the disintegration, USP disintegration apparatus used, which consists of 6 glass tubes that are 3 inches long, open at the top and held against a 10 mesh screen at the bottom end of the basket rack assembly. To test for disintegration time, one tablet is placed in each tube and the basket rack is positioned into specified medium at 37 ± 2 degrees centigrade. Such tablet remains 2.5 cm below the surface of the liquid on their upward movement and descend not closer than 2.5 cm from the bottom of the beaker. A standard motor driven device is used to move the basket assembly containing the tablet up and down through distance of 5 to 6 cm at a frequency of 28 to 32 cycles per minute. Perforated plastic discs may also be used in the test. These are placed on the top of the tablet and impart an abrasive action to the tablet. The disc may or may not be meaningful or impart more sensitivity to the test, but they are useful for tablets that float. Operate the apparatus for the specified time 15 minutes for uncoated tablet unless otherwise justified and authorized. Dissolution test. The administration of drug via oral dosage form is one of the most common and effective means of the delivering treatment to patients. When a dosage form is swallowed, the rate at which it releases the active ingredient is critical to ensure that the drug is delivered properly. The rate at which the drug is released is called dissolution rate. There are several dissolution apparatus exist. In USP, there are 4 dissolution apparatus standardized and specified. They are USP dissolution apparatus 1, 2, 3 and 4. But according to IP, there are 2 types of the dissolution apparatus. First one is the type 1, which is known as the pedal type apparatus, and second one type 2, which is known as the basket type apparatus. Rotating basket apparatus assembly consists of a covered vessel, motor, sample port, cylindrical basket, metallic drive shaft. Water bath holding temperature is 37 degrees centigrade plus minus 0.5 degrees centigrade and acidic or alkaline mid. While rotating paddle apparatus assembly consists of a covered vessel, metallic drive shaft, stainless steel paddle, motor, sinker to prevent floating of the tablet, water bath holding temperature at 37 degrees centigrade plus minus 0.5 degrees centigrade and acidic or alkaline media. Temperature inside the vessel at 30 degrees centigrade plus minus 0.5 degrees centigrade during the test and keeping the bath fluid in constant smooth motion. Place one tablet in the apparatus, taking care to exclude air bubbles from the surface of the tablet. Operate the apparatus at the specific rate within the time interval specified or at each of the time stated. Withdraw a specimen and replace with equal volume of the fresh dissolution media at 37 degrees centigrade. Verify the temperature of the medium at suitable time. Perform the analysis using a suitable assay method as directed in the individual monograph. Repeat the test with additional tablets unless otherwise specified in the individual monogram. According to BP, USP, JP, the requirements are met if the quantity of the active ingredient dissolved from the tablet tested conform to the following acceptance criteria. Like first stage 1, there are number of tablet tested is 6 and each unit is not less than Q plus 5% is accepted criteria. And at stage 2, there are number of tablets which are used for the testing 12 and average of the 12 unit is equal to greater than the Q and no unit is less than Q minus 15%. Thank you.